20 Years of Can Asians Think? Commemorative Edition by Kishore Mahbubani. Introduction. This 20th anniversary edition of Can Asians Think? Provides an opportunity for all Asians, from East Asia to West Asia, from Central Asia to Southeast Asia, to reflect on how remarkable these past 2 decades, from 1998 to 2018, have been for Asian history. Future historians will look back and see clearly how a truly magnificent transformation occurred in Asia in this period. This transformation can be seen clearly in how the simple question, "Can Asians think?" has morphed into 3 very different questions over these 2 decades. The 3 different questions can be summarized in one paragraph. The first version of the question is the obvious one. Are Asians smart? And as the first edition of this book asked in 1998, if Asians are so smart, why did they take almost 200 years to catch up with the advanced developed Western societies? The second version of the question surfaced after the global financial crisis, which should be more accurately called the Western financial crisis, exploded in 2008-2009. Despite the catastrophic performance of leading Western societies, Western intellectuals continued their centuries-old tradition of sermonizing and lecturing to Asians. This led many Asians to pose this question to their Western friends. Can we Asians think for ourselves? Do we still need the West to think for us, and to dispense advice to us? The third version of the question surfaced after the 2 shocking developments of Trump and Brexit. Both the United States and United Kingdom have been the key pillars of the global governance framework. Both could be counted on to provide safe and sensible advice on how to manage global affairs. Yet after the UK virtually committed national suicide by voting for Brexit, and after the US elected a president who declared that his key goal was America first, it became clear that the world would no longer look to the US and UK to provide global leadership. Hence, the third version of the question. Can Asians now think on behalf of humanity and provide badly needed global leadership? These 3 versions of the same question illustrate the timelessness and value of this 20th anniversary edition of Can Asians Think? It provides my fellow Asians an opportunity to reflect carefully on all 3 different versions of the question. Each version still remains live and open to vigorous discussion. There is no doubt that future Asian historians of the second half of the 21st century, at a time when Asia will once again have a giant share of the global economy, will wonder why Asian societies went to sleep in the 19th and 20th centuries, when Europe and America leapt ahead. One historical fact cannot be denied. From the year 1 to 1820, the 2 largest economies of the world were always those of China and India. It was only in the past 200 years that the West outperformed Asian civilizations. Yet, if we view the past 200 years of world history against the backdrop of the past 2,000 years of world history, it is clear that the past 200 years have been a major historical aberration. Future historians will therefore ask, why did this aberration happen? As a keen observer of Asia, and an active participant in Asian developments over the course of my life, I am genuinely puzzled that so few Chinese and Indians, to cite 2 obvious examples, ask themselves the obvious painful question, why did we fall behind the West? It is possible that the question cannot be asked because it is still too raw and too recent. Serious mistakes were made by many Asian societies. Indeed, some of them, especially those in West
Sample complete. Ready to continue?